Stay hydrated. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing you late.
This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Handoff to Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Chauncey Gardner.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Rodgers' throw going to be caught by Funchess. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. On first down, Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Funchess with a catch over the middle. Rodgers, they'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They run. It's Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams taking it in. And the Packers have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now it looks like we're going to time out as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Breeze leads this one with Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Breeze.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Saints nothing.
Catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Breeze. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
Defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 44 yards, and the Packers add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers continue to roll. Well, he had the big run to get down there, so you got to let him finish it off, don't you?
I think so, but what I liked even more, the fact that he wanted to finish it off. How many times have we seen a guy break off a big run, and we see that universal sign where he's tapping his helmet to get me out of the game? No! Stay out on the field and enjoy the benefits of the success you created.
And he hits pay dirt because of it.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, 59 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Packers 32, Saints 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
11 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 38-yard line.
Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
47's the mic. 47.
From the 38, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Defense wins championship.
They'll run it with Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brought him down.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through, and their lead will swell up to 28. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, buddy, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And my goodness, another interception. Kevin King with a pick, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped.
Touchdown, Packers! Devontae Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are pouring it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
Saints 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
On the tackle.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 60 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
To throw is Breeze. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Packers 49, Saints 7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. He's at the 30, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second and 7 from the 20. Throwing now is Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Score, Packers 63, Saints 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe than returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Breeze to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. That's taken on the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. To throw is Rodgers from the gun on 3rd down. And Adams has it. Good play. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
On play action, now Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Shelling through the defense. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The busy night continues for Kamara. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4 down. 58's the mic, 58's the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 28. That one good for 33 and a first.
The 28-yard line. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the Saints first down.
Ready. Yellow lady, yellow lady.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Breeze. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We got to step it up. Mike's 59.
Here we go with Kamara. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
On play action, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Sanu. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Running with Kamara. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
58 Mike. I got you. I got you.
Kamara. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
58 to Mike. 58.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
On the ground, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Aaron Jones, the ball.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Rodgers throwing here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Tonight's final score.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take it. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. On the road to hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take a.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
Carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Brees now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Johnson on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On the run, here's Anthony McFarland. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 59 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
10 yards on the
in need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
24-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
With the handoff to Alvin Kamara.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. It got his man, complete.
Breeze.
That goes for a gain of 31.
A gain of 31 yards. And the Saints first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Breeze.
Jared Cook, 42 yards. And the Saints are back within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Steelers 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 1st down, McFarland. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run with McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
McFarland running out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Breeze. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
77.
Check, 47. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Completion here to Claypool. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the ground, it's McFarland. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
For a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Saints 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, where you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 4-yard pickup.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
They begin the drive with McFarland. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Like 80. 66.
Now a run with McFarland. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 15.
Running with McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run with McFarland, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
1-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
No spaces. 47. Check, 47.
McFarland once more. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Boswell's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Breeze. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Jack 16.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
On the coverage.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
47's a mark, boy. 47. Check, 47.
Let's make these, alert. Let's make these babies cry. Alert.
47's a mic. I'm coming for you, son.
44.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Today's final score, Steelers.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.